This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
You're on the best of the Morning X. If you keep listening, it might make sense. 99X.
You know, Leslie Fran, I'm going to have to give you a lesson in news.
Yes, Mr. Barron.
This is how it's done. Yesterday, we did the story here about Edward Meyer. Edward Meyer is the vice president of exhibits for Ripley's Believe It or Not, and he has just purchased Elvis's special underwear for the museum. He now owns the big black BVDs that were custom designed so they wouldn't split during Elvis's kicks and karate chops on stage. Ripley's paid $600 for the King's underwear, plus a letter of authenticity from one of Elvis's family members, and the underwear will go on display in Ripley's Museum in California this summer. So you do the story, and then you do the follow-up, as the news monster would do.
I can't wait to talk to this guy.
So let's call up Edward Meyer. I have a cramp in my dialing finger. And we are going to find out a little bit more about the story. We're going to go in depth behind Elvis's underwear. We're going to go into Elvis's underwear.
Which is what we should be doing.
We're going to actually peek our heads out the little flap of Elvis's underwear.
Hello.
Edward Meyer, please.
Speaking.
Edward Meyer, News Monster 99X. My name is Jimmy Barron.
Hi, Jimmy. How are you this morning?
Are you Edward Meyer from Ripley's?
Yes, that's correct.
I'm here with Barnes and Leslie in Atlanta on the air. And,
good morning, Barnes. Good morning, Leslie.
Hello, Ed.
And Leslie?
I was just going to say, I thought the coolest job in the world was the guy that buys all the memorabilia for the Hard Rock Cafe, but you have the coolest job in the world. And
Thank you very much.
I understand you purchased a pair of Elvis's boxers for Ripley's?
They're briefs, not boxers. But
okay.
But that's correct.
See,
They're
this is the information we need. Let's write this down. All right.
So we know Elvis did briefs.
Edward,
right.
The only thing I really want to know is what size were they?
I can't tell you that. I don't know.
Well,
What do you mean you don't
display.
know? You just paid $600 for underwear. You don't know the size?
I would guess that they are large.
Now, it says that these are custom designed so they wouldn't split. Could you elaborate on that, please?
Well, they're stretchy spandex-type material with no seams.
Is there a flap?
No, there isn't.
No flap?
Okay.
Elvis.
And what was the opening bid on these?
I can't remember that. About $300, I think it was.
Okay. Now, I understand that you have a letter of authenticity from one of Elvis's family members. How would one authenticate or
Authenticize.
Whatever.
How would one
How would
know
one prove-
that they're really Elvis's undies?
Exactly.
They are initialed EP, and the letter is on his official stationery, and they come to the auction house via his father.
So are they like bored at the over at Graceland? They're like, what can we get rid of now? Let's see, get those underwear out.
I don't think that's the case.
As far as fans,
there is
Barnes.
an awful lot of Elvis items on the market right now.
Yeah.
That, somebody might be bored.
And now, where these will go on display, how exactly will the museum display Elvis's underwear?
You mentioned the Hard Rock Cafe. Our goal here is similar to that. We're doing
Like an underwear museum?
A celebrities display in our Hollywood Ripley's Believe It or Not museum.
Uh-huh.
So, behind a frame, on the wall with a couple other things from Elvis.
You know, I do like the idea, though, Edward, of maybe a Ripley's celebrity underwear museum.
Great
I think
idea.
that may be something.
Well, I'm not sure that'll happen in the near future, but it might work.
Now, let me ask you, I know you do this. You have the underwear, they give them to you. Tell me you didn't take them home, just kind of wait till everybody was out of the house and slip them on yourself.
Gee, I wish I could tell you that.
Edward,
I mentioned I couldn't tell you the size because, no, I didn't take them home. They're still in California.
I would have done that in 2 seconds.
What color are they?
They're black.
They're black.
Hey, Edward?
Yes?
Who made the underwear? Like, was it Hanes or BVD or... Or was it a special?
No, they're custom made.
Whoa.
This is his personal tailor.
He must also have a white pair because he wore a lot of white pants, and if he had black underwear, you'd see he'd have VPL.
Well,
Fashion faux pas.
Elvis would have visible panty lines.
well, I think these are designed so that wouldn't happen.
Hey, what's the strangest thing you've ever bought for Ripley's?
Strangest thing we've ever bought. Well, it wouldn't be Elvis's underwear by a long stretch.
Well, what would it be? Name something really bizarre that you've purchased.
Something really bizarre. Boy, oh boy. How about, a two-headed calf, or a genuine shrunken head, or the world's biggest ball of string, or, go
wait,
on and on.
A two-headed calf?
A two-headed calf.
There's really such a
Alive?
thing?
Well, it had been alive. We bought it, it was dead. And
Wow.
We've had it taxidermied.
Well, I'll tell you what. I think Elvis's underwear is something I'd rather have than a two-headed calf.
Thank you very much.
The best of the Morning X. 99X.
If you're listening to sports,
How the Chiefs react to this loss will be fascinating.
mixed with pop culture, sprinkled with celebrity interviews,
True or false, Kevin Bacon, for your role in Footloose. You attended classes at a high school.
That's true, yeah. Yeah.
Morgan Freeman, what was it like working with Gene Hackman?
He came up in one scene and whispered in my ear, "I'm going to hurt you." I believed him.
then you're enjoying the Rich Eisen Show podcast.
Speaking of podcasts,
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.